Kooldrink. Thank you so much for taking our time to be here today.
No problem. Anything for you guys?
Oh man, so sweet, so sweet. So listen, you're a producer, you're an artist, you're a DJ, jack of all trades, man doing the most. We're also following you on social media, especially your Facebook channel, because I feel like you've re-upped your Instagram right now. It's been such a treat, to be honest. It's been really interesting because, you don't just share images, but you also share tips for music makers. You keep us entertained constantly. So let's start off by asking you how important you think it is, how important you think social media is in particular for artists today in establishing themselves.
I think it's one of the most important things of being an artist. I mean, I think I'm a firm believer that people fall in love with a personality. Like the product needs to be good, your music needs to be good, but there needs to be something else for me to fall in love with. And I think social media is a tool that lets you, get to know that person behind the music. And I think I use my social media firstly to create a relationship with my fans, like I want them to feel like they know me, like they know Kooldrink. You know the song, you know what I do, but you fall in love with this brand, this person behind the music. And I think that's what social media helps you do. I think it's probably the most important tool. I think, it's definitely the most important tool as being an artist, social media.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's really important to establish a visual presence for yourself because especially for you, people hear you and they're like, "Ooh, we just want to put a face to the sound and, a vibe." Exactly, bring it together. So of course, Getting Late is just like a crazy hit right now. I mean, even on Instagram, you were saying that the past 30 days have just been a wild ride for you, and rightfully so. You've put in so much effort. Tyler's put in so much effort into creating this, I would even say, masterpiece. I don't know if I'm speaking too soon, but
I'll take it.
Yes, take it. I mean, right now the video is sitting on like 2.5 million views. So how long did it take for it to sort of take off and become the hit that it is right now?
I think you need to go back to like where the song started. This is like December 2018. Tyler walks into the studio. We meet for the first time. She's never recorded in her life before. I'm meeting for the first time. And then we played each other some piano songs and we were like, let's try this. Let's see where this goes. And then that song happened. Now this is December 2018. We released the song October 2019. That's like a full year. October 2019, the song came out. And we dropped it, did okay. And then we had this idea that we need to shoot the craziest video in the world. So we set out to do that. And then once we dropped the video, I think we had like 80,000 plays on Spotify, and then we dropped the video, and then that just took it off. Like if you didn't know the song before that, once we dropped the video, it was like, oh, it's that song, it's that guy, it's Tyler. And it all came together with the video.
Yeah, and the video is so amazing. I mean, going back to our chat about visuals being so important, that to me is what solidified, cemented, and landed the song, because it's a banger of a tune. Like for me, mixing pop, R&B, and amapiano is just like crazy. And then you bring in the visuals of like the band, and just her being a cheerleader, like it's just wild to me. So let's chat a little bit about Getting Late. So your collaboration with Tyler is obviously wild. How did it come about?
So how I got to meet Tyler was, so I had seen her on Instagram. She was on my Explore page. She was this little girl who was just singing covers, and I was like, this is cool. I didn't get in touch then. And then I think like a week later, my manager was on the couch. We were living together, and he was on the couch, and then I heard the video, and I was like, hey, you're watching that girl? So I walked up to him, I was like, yo, that's the girl I was talking about. And then he got in touch. She came to the studio. And it's been literal history from there.
So wait, did you know that it was going to be a smash hit when you guys got together? Was the synergy already there?
I mean, when we met, we didn't know each other. Like we were two strangers. I mean, we spent a few weeks working in the studio. But the minute Getting Late had become, I'd fleshed out the idea, she'd laid some vocals down, we kind of sat there, and I don't know if it's a musician thing, but you sit there and you get this little feeling in your tummy. I know the feeling now, but I never knew what it was. And I sat there and we all sat there and we were like, hey guys, we're onto something. I don't know what it is, but we're onto something. And that feeling wasn't wrong, I guess.
Yes, 100%. So, Kooldrink, getting back to you, you obviously, like I said in the beginning, man of many talents. You DJ, you produce. What do you enjoy most about DJing and producing? And are they quite different? Do they use like different sides of your brain, your talents, your energy?
I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, which is there's a product and then there's a person behind the product. I like to split the DJing and the producing into those things. I love production. I've been making music since I was 12, 13. So that's what I do. I wake up, when I hear a song, I hear it differently. You know, that's what I do. But as of like the last 6-7 months, I've really enjoyed DJing. Like that for me is my fun. You know, I produce, it's what I do, it's all I know. But the DJing and the performing, being that personality, being able to show that to you, I love that. I'm falling in love with that every single day.
100%. And you are a big personality, so we need to be seeing your energy. You know what I mean? We need to be seeing this.
Oh, definitely. I'm not leaving anything at home. I'm bringing all of me.
All of it. So let's talk about your dream collaboration. If you could really just have anybody, literally anybody, who would you want to collaborate with?
Oh man. So, I don't know if you can see that tattoo over there. That is my favorite. Let me bring it out for you. That tattoo right there.
I see you.
That is my favorite artist in the world, and the only reason I make music. Skrillex. I'm a big Skrillex fan. I listen to dubstep all day. I'm a piano, but I listen to dubstep all day. So I think Skrillex is definitely like my dream collaboration. Like one day we're gonna make that song together. I don't know what it's gonna sound like.
I was gonna ask you. Okay. So you're just kind of leaving it open there. I believe manifestation's a real thing, and the fact that you've made it permanent and put it on your body, 100%.
Oh yeah. Wake up and you see that thing and you say, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So Kooldrink, let's leave the youth with a really inspiring message right now. Youth Day is coming up. You are going to be performing, and we're really looking forward to it. So what sort of advice would you give the youth of South Africa?
You know, when people ask me for advice, like I always tend to shy away because I'm like, I don't know how much I could tell anyone. What I would advise anyone who is, you know, a youth and is trying to get into the creative side of things is it's going to be difficult. There's going to be days where you're like, what am I doing? But if there's anything, as cliche as it sounds, I know there's people rolling their eyes at this, is you've got to stay consistent and you've got to carry on. When you fail, you wake up the next day and you get right back at it. That is honestly the only thing that keeps me going. The only piece of advice, the pearl of wisdom I would leave another person of my age is you wake up in the morning and you carry on what you're doing. Something has to give.
Yeah, 100%. Keep it moving, keep it pushing. We love to see it. What can we expect of you tomorrow before you go, Kooldrink? What's happening?
See, I think you just need to tune in, you know, because I give you too much and then, you know, I know what he's going to do. No, that's part of being me. Who knows what you're going to get? Let's see what happens.
Well, 100% we'll be there, front row seat, at least virtually anyway.
Thank
and we'll
you.
be watching. Thanks for your time, Kooldrink. Appreciate it.
This is Good Hope FM. This is Good Hope FM. We play the best music.